What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Nobody, and my partner over here.
What's going on, y'all? Lucky's in the building.
Yes, sir. Yay, welcome to the Masculine Mission. For men, by men. Can't get no better than that.
No better.
All right, enough of that, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do today, we're going to discuss things that all you men want to talk about. And we're going to get it off your chest. If you ladies going to jump in here, y'all want to, if y'all want to get in, you can get in. But I can tell you now, it's a man's channel, and we're gonna talk about man stuff. So we're gonna go down the list. We got a couple questions, couple things we was talking about. So man, Lucky was talking earlier. Um, Relationship, business, or pleasure. What you got on Lucky, man? What you got?
Well, first and foremost, let me just say this. Everything is, you know how they say, like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Everybody's gonna have their own take on what a relationship is, whether it's for love, whether it's, business, whether, whatever it is. Everybody's gonna have their own take. I just be honest, my take is yo, it's business. It's business. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it comes down to it. And also like I know it's everybody's different situation. We were saying, like me and my wife, we've been together for a long time. So you start out one way, then you get to another way, especially when these kids, with the kids and everything. But it just comes around to it's gonna end up being business because you got to make decisions, and the decisions got to make sense. It can't be this mess y'all got going on now, you guys. She just tearing y'all pockets up, and y'all out here working 5 and 6 jobs trying to make sure she just keep tearing your pockets up. It can't happen, man, guys. You can't keep doing that. You gotta come to some balance in that shit, or you stuck, man. You stuck.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm gonna take it a step further back to the very beginning of a relationship.
Yeah.
In my opinion, even when there's no money involved yet, it's still business because a relationship is built on leverage. Okay, I have a saying: if you can't be used, you're useless. My pops told me that long time ago, years ago. He said, if you can't be used, you're useless. Now, a lot of people take it some type of way. They get in their feelings when I say that. But at the end of the day, if nobody has a use for you, you're useless. If your job doesn't have a use for you, you're useless. If you're in a relationship, your spouse doesn't have a use for you, you are useless. As a matter of fact, if you don't have a use for your spouse is useless to you. If your car doesn't start, your car is useless. Like, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's a business. It's about leverage. What can you get out of this? And what you can get out of it, you have to have something that the other person can get out of it. It's an exchange. It's all about leverage. It's just my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree on that, man. I know some of you guys trying to go with the trend, and all I'm saying is we got to roll this shit back, man. We got to roll back. We got to roll back and get back into our roles of being real men, not the do everything for me and I do nothing for you type situation. So, like you said, it's got to be some leverage. You got to be getting something out of this. You can't just be here. You know what I mean? I see too many dudes, you miserable, sitting around, and she having a great time. You miserable, but she having a great time. And the only thing you doing is resting because you done worked like 5 jobs all week. You know, she done got all pretty, you done got yourself out of shape, and that's a whole different thing. But you got to get a position where, like you just said, if you're useless, if you don't have something going on, man, you got to have some leverage. You got to have something. And I don't know. I just see so many of you guys now. I call it flatlining. Y'all just You just this close, like we said, you just close to falling off the edge, man. And hopefully we can try to bring y'all back in and getting yourselves back right. So you're gonna hear a lot of stuff. A lot of people ain't gonna like it, but hey, man, it is what it is. Like I said, say it
Yeah,
from the chest.
yeah. Man, you know what? One of the biggest things I see when it comes to relationships, like when a man and a woman gets together, prior to them getting together, that man is on his grind. That man is on his purpose. He has a goal. He's goal
Mhm.
oriented. He's chasing his dreams, his aspirations. He's doing things. He's in the gym. He's hanging out with his friends. Whatever it is, comes across a young lady. He likes her. She likes him. Cool. No big deal. What happens is the man loses focus. He stops chasing his goals, his dreams,
Yeah.
his aspirations. He gets off of his purpose. He's not hanging out with his homeboys no more. He's not
It's
going
all
to
about
the
her now.
gym. It's all
All about
about
her.
her. And
Yeah.
then what happens is when you start to focus on her, you're losing focus of everything else that you was focused on. And you have to understand that the things that you were focused on is what made you you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is a lot of guys fall into this, I don't want to say trap. It's just it's comfort. You know, you get with a good looking woman, man. She treats you good, she smell good, she can cook, whatever, all of that. It feels good. You get comfortable.
I'm calling whip.
Yeah.
Let's just get real. Ass got whipped. And you know you got whipped because your boys told you got whipped.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then so what happens is because you stop going to the gym, yo, that them rock hard abs that you had, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Now you looking like Pillsbury Doughboy, you know. You're just you're no longer you. I mean, think about it. Flip it around. You get with a woman, she has a nice body, she's in shape, and then y'all together for a year or so, and she done gained 30, 40 pounds.
Whew.
I mean, you know, come on. I mean, you know what I
Now,
mean?
yeah. Now the thing, well, a lot of you guys, what y'all will do is like that. I'm just gonna go back to that particular situation. She said she was fine, you chasing it, and she gained about 30 pounds. Instead of you telling her, not wait till you gain the 30 pounds, when she gained 10 pounds, hey, baby, we need to start walking, get together. You gain a little weight. You will let her get 40 pounds over, and then you will join her gaining weight. So y'all think y'all look, oh, long as she gaining weight, I'm gaining weight. She ain't gonna say nothing. And now both of you are big, and then she leave you, but and then when she leave you, you're gonna see her 6 months later, she gonna be back in shape. And you're gonna be walking around still swole. So like earlier when like we're saying, be on your purpose, staying in shape is part of that. You don't wait till something happen and then go to the gym. You go to the gym so nothing will happen. Because believe it or not, women ain't stupid out here. They know who can pick somebody up next. So if you sitting there looking like a slob, she's like, well, I know he ain't going nowhere. But if you on your purpose, you got your stuff together, she worried about you leaving out because somebody will want you. You see what I'm saying? They don't care about it. They just worried that somebody else will want you. And a lot of you guys get caught in that trap and you sitting around, you're not going to the gym because she didn't tell you too many women in there dressed, you know, provocative, and you looking at the women. I don't want you looking at the women. So now your dumb butt stay out of the gym. And then she leave you. And then you hitting us up trying to figure out how to get your life back together.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's bad, man. And you guys, you gotta understand something, man.
uh,
I talk about this often. Emotional attachments, right?
yeah.
In my opinion, see, there's a difference between a connection with a woman and then being attached to a woman. The less attachments, one of the ways attachments are built is over time.
Mm-hmm.
The more time you spend with a woman, the more attached you're going to be. So when you go into the gym and you hanging out with your boys and you doing your hobbies and you continue to do those things when you get into the relationship, it'll keep you emotionally detached. Now, I'm not saying be emotionally unavailable, and
Right.
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is you're not going to be head over heels and begin to put this woman on a pedestal, because what'll happen is you'll begin to pedestalize that woman as you yourself begin to drop down.
Mhm.
If you know you going in the gym and you know you still rocked out and you know women are still looking at you, you're gonna have a level of confidence. And the way you carry yourself is
Right.
you're not going to be so infatuated with her and have her on a pedestal because you know you're doing your thing. But what happens is when you stop going to the gym and you letting yourself go, you gain 5 pounds. Next thing you know, that 5 turned into 10, that 10 turned to 20, that 20 turned to 35,
Next thing you know,
40.
you got the keg.
Now you're looking at her like she's better than you.
Right. And but that's how people, her friends will start looking at it. You could find something better, and they'll start putting it in her head. And hey, next thing you know, it'll be what? Girl nights, next girl trips, hanging out with my girlfriends, and you'll start seeing a lot more of that. And some of you already seeing it, but you're not saying anything because, like earlier when he said, you're afraid to lose her.
Yeah, yeah. You can't
Right.
never be afraid to lose a woman,
Yeah,
man.
you so afraid that you let her
Never.
do what she want to do.
Never.
Yeah.
She gonna do what she gonna. Let me tell you something, man. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. She's gonna do whatever it is that
Right.
she wants to do. You can be top of your game or the bottom of your game. She's going to do whatever she wants to do. The difference is how you handle it. If you're at the bottom of your game and she does whatever she wants to do, you might sit back and accept it because you
Right.
internally feel
Right.
like, well, you know, you know what I'm saying? But you at the top of your game and you know you can replace her tomorrow, or you probably already got a replacement, you know what I'm saying, on standby or whatever,
Right.
you're gonna move differently. The feeling may still be the same. The feelings that you have
Mhm.
for her may still be the same, but you'll move differently.
Right. I mean, we already seeing it out here with a few people. As you get older, some of you not even that old, but you live an old life because you don't take care of yourself. And so some of you not even 35 years old and you move like old people. You're out of shape like old people. You're hooked up with a woman that looks like some old woman. You know, swollen legs already at 35. Come on, guys. You on was that weight? What's the pills for water weight? Yeah, your girl, y'all on water pills at 30, 35 years old, and nobody's going to the gym. So you got to change. It's a lifestyle change. Let's just say it like that. So if you're not trying to change yourself, because you got to change yourself first, nothing else gonna change. Nothing. I don't care who you try to get with, what you got going on, people you hang around. It's not gonna change unless you change yourself. And you got to get it in mentally up here. Like you said, all this emotional stuff, y'all got to step away from that stuff, man. You know, I tell some guys earlier, I was like, some of y'all need to go get in some martial arts classes. Get banged around a little bit, get toughened up, be around. And the things that testosterone in those type of gyms, those environment of real men.
Yeah,
You know, just like going hunting and stuff like that,
yeah,
you around some real men, and it pushes your testosterone to step up. And so you may not even be the best or whatever, but you going every day and they acknowledge that. They in there, yo, what's up? Good job, whatever. Even though if you got pinned 32 times, it doesn't matter. It's just that you in there around men and you feel like a man again. Like, you know, you start flowing with that testosterone. And what a lot of you doing, y'all very like, what would they call it? Just you know, just very, very just low key, don't do anything. And so you're not around, you just around a bunch of guys standing around doing nothing. Nobody's doing anything. Y'all testosterone is so low. that it's ridiculous. And then when dudes come around, you could tell their testosterone's higher, their mentality is stronger because y'all just sit there and just watch them. You just watch them. Who that? What's going on? Damn, bro, you work out like you be up in the gym. I would never tell another man that. Touch his arms or some shit. You ever seen a dude do that?
Yeah,
Touch another man's arms.
I seen that before. I'm I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I
Oh.
don't know. I gotta be careful, man, the things I say. But
No,
I
we
mean,
wide open here,
I've
man.
had
We
that.
wide open.
I've had that happen, man. I've had dudes look at me like, yo,
I'm telling
and
you.
this is like when I was at the top of my game, yo, man, how you, you know what I'm saying? Um, but man, this has become a lazy culture.
That's what it is, man.
Back in the days, I could tell you guys some stories of the things that I did when I was young, and I don't even see nowadays everything is your game console. You know what I'm saying? You like everything is virtual.
It's right here. Your
Yeah,
whole life
it's
right in
you
front,
don't
right
get
here.
back in the day, man, you could tell where everybody was. You come outside and you wanted to know where your friends were. You walked up the street and you saw 4 or 5 bicycles
Right. I'm about to
piled up
say that.
over here at this how that's how you knew where everybody
Right.
was. You know what I'm saying? We used to get on our bikes and ride bikes. We just did stuff, man. We used to have push-up contests, man. We used to race
Race.
each other
Yeah, we used
down
to
the
race all the
we
time.
were competitive by nature. I think that's what men are. We're just competitive by nature. But just nowadays everybody get a trophy.
And
You-
that's what's
Everybody gets a trophy, and I don't. That's not fair.
yeah,
That's not fair.
that is a it's killing the young kids because now young kids thinking they did something. You got kids that will sit on a bench, go out on the field, play in the grass. They come back and get them a trophy and say they're the player of the game.
And then that hurts the
Mhm.
ones who put in all the work.
Yeah.
It's not fair. So now the ones that are putting in all the work are looking at the ones who put in no work and like, yo, we got the exact same trophy. Why am I putting in work?
Right. Everybody get one. That what they say. Everybody get one. I was like, so everybody gets something every game. So by the end of the season, everybody will have a trophy. This a baseball team I was looking at. A trophy, a baseball, and what was something else like the player of the game little award. So everybody would get one of those before the season is out, regardless if you did anything or not. It's already on the paper for the game start. Who gets one today? And I was looking at this. I was like, so what are y'all promoting? So y'all promoting that the kid don't feel bad, but wait till that kid get to high school and realize it doesn't work that way up here. You know, you want to make the team, you got to come out and try out, and you really got to have your stuff together. So when I used to help coach our basketball team in high school, we had a lot of parents come out there with their kids first time ever playing basketball and thought they were gonna make varsity, man. And actually get mad. Well, you told I didn't tell you nothing, bro. I mean, he never played basketball. You thought he would come on a varsity team? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
But
that's crazy. When
yeah,
when I was younger, man, my pops was tough on me. He was rough on me. It's like nothing I ever did was good enough. And I used to be like, yo, my pops is an idiot. I mean, I was young.
not
I
understanding what he
didn't
was trying to
know
do,
I didn't know any better. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? Now, he didn't degrade me. He knew what would motivate me to want to do more, what would motivate me to want to do better. And
right.
that was his way of teaching me that life don't care nothing about me. You understand what I'm saying? Like you gotta learn that life don't care nothing about you. You gotta get out there and you gotta be
Mm-mm.
the best that you can be. Period.
Like I would say, like Kevin Samuels always say, the world don't owe you any understanding. You got to get out. You got to make your own. You got to do your own. I mean, if you like to go back to these relationship things, if you stepping into it with nothing, why are you expecting something out of it? You know, you notice you just going like a lot of you, like I told a guy, I said some of you are not used to being with a nice looking girl. So if the first time you get one, and go back to like you said earlier, you're afraid you're gonna lose her. And then you start throwing away everything about yourself to try to keep her. And then all the things we just talked about, you done gave all this stuff up. All the stuff that made you into the man that you are, you gave it up so you can be with this woman, and she probably don't even care. She probably don't even notice it. Long as you doing for her, she ain't noticing nothing about you, man. And, and some like what I say, some of you sitting around now already in your feelings and in your emotions and can't get yourself together simply because of fear that you're gonna lose her. But in reality, like I said, you already done lost the girl, man. She probably already seeing somebody.
Yeah, look,
Let's be real.
listen, they could sense that fear. But let me when I was younger, right, I had a this little girl, and she thought the world of me. Like I just couldn't do no wrong, no
Mm,
matter what. Everything was just about me. But I didn't like her like that. But there was another little girl that I went to school with, and in my mind, she was all that.
they
Um,
flip the script on you.
so yeah, now you know what happened. I was busy trying to get the little girl that I like, but the other I couldn't get her attention. You know what I mean? She was just
Right.
like whatever because I was the one that was really chasing her. So she wasn't really worried about me. But the one who I didn't really like, who was head over heels for me, like she was just always like
Mm,
there for me, no matter what. And my mom's was like, yo, listen, son, don't go for the woman that you want. Go for the woman
that
that wants
wants
you.
you.
And
Yep.
I didn't really understand it then. Now I totally
Right.
understand it. Now, when I was a kid, I didn't understand it. But once I graduated from high school and I was really just dealing with girls, dealing with women or whatever, that's when I totally understood it. And that
Mhm.
is how I have carried myself from that point on up until now. When it comes to me,
Mhm.
I could see the woman that I want right there. Oh, yeah, I'm staying away from her. If I like her and she nope. I look at her. We can be cordial. No, because I know me. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? Nah, but the one over here that want me, I'm not everybody that want me and I'm gonna get with them. Nah, I got
Right, right,
standards
right,
now. I
right.
got standards, I got boundaries, all of that. But I'm going to pick the best one out of the ones that want me. I use that as leverage. When we talked about relationships being about love
Right.
or business or whatever, it's about leverage. It's business. I'm going to make the best business decision for me. And for me, the best business decision is the woman that has me on a pedestal or has me in her best interest. You understand what I'm saying? Rather than me looking at the good looking woman and I'm chasing behind her.
Right.
Nah, I'm gonna sit back and I know that this one, I may be looking at a 10, she may be a 7, but
But
I'm all she could think about. And
that
I'm
7
taking
is
that 7.
what you want.
I'm taking that
Yeah.
7. That's just what I'm doing.
But you know what? That's a good definition of, like, when they say the man's the prize, that's a good breakdown of how you can look at it versus looking at, I got all the money. You know, you look at it as how she looks at you. And I tell my son that don't chase the ones. I said the ones that like you, they're the ones you look at. I said, they're the ones that gonna try to put that time in, try to be with you.
Yeah,
I said, now these
absolutely.
other ones, they got options. They got too many options out here. They everywhere. They in every guy's face. They doing all this, like say those 10s and 12s and 20s y'all want to call out here. They got too many options, man. Everybody was trying to get at them. So they looking at something they can't have. While you chasing them, they chasing somebody else. Now they gonna stop and collect from you, but they really want to settle down with this other dude who he chasing somebody else. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's a little thing that, like I said, a lot of you guys probably already in it. Let's just be real. You already done fell for her. You don't know what to do. She don't want to spend that time with you. She done cut you off in the bedroom. It's time to go. Time to go, guys. It's time to go. If she and I tell any woman, the worst thing you can do is cut him off in the bedroom. And they were like, why? Why? Well, if he with you and you cut it off, then where he supposed to get it? Why would I have a woman, a full-time woman, that don't want to give me one of the main things I want? Why? We just end it. I go get with somebody where I can just fulfill some needs I need because you need it. So it doesn't make sense out there when they use that because they use it as a leverage thing. And some of you guys fall for it. But the ones that want you, see, they're gonna do whatever to try to keep you, man.
That's
So
that's why you guys got to stay
yeah,
on point, man. You
right.
you you got to stay in the gym. You got to stay on point, man. You know, because the gym is more than just physical; it's also mental. Um, Getting in the gym and being dedicated to working out, eating right, and things of that nature is going to teach you discipline as you getting in the gym, working on yourself, building yourself up to be the best, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Physically, it's going to help you mentally. It's going to raise your self-esteem. It is going to raise your level of confidence. You know, when you go to the gym and you see the guys and the girls that are always in the mirror, you like, oh, they conceited. It's not that they conceited. They
Mhm.
did that. They're
They proud
confident.
of that work
Right. You understand what I'm saying?
because you don't
And
know where
they're
they came from to
right,
get there.
right.
Right.
They're going to carry themselves in a certain way.
Yeah.
I know that I'm at the top of my game when I'm in that gym on a daily basis. Even if I'm in the gym and I'm overweight, right? Just knowing that I went in there and I conquered that every single day that I go in there and do it, I'm fine. You know, if
Right.
I got
Right.
20 pounds to lose, if I got 30 pounds to lose, it doesn't matter if I'm still 30 pounds overweight. Just the confidence, I carry myself a little bit different. Can't nobody talk to me no type of way because my self esteem is sky high. Can't
Right.
nobody act any type of way towards me. You
Hmm.
understand what I'm saying? Because my confidence and my self esteem is at an all time high. And this is where a lot of guys go bad when your confidence and your self-esteem is in the basement. You'll take anything from a woman because you're
And they'll
just
treat you like
happy to
that.
be there.
Right.
But and a woman knows that. A woman knows that. So when you're on the top, let me tell you something. If you're in a relationship, right, and that woman ain't treating you how you want to be treated, right? Get up, go to the gym, work on yourself physically. Even you listen, you emotionally attached to the woman. I get it.
Right.
You want to leave, but you can't because you care about it. You love her. You got 10 years in, and whatever all it is, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Get in the gym and work out hard. Get in the gym twice a day if
Right.
you can. Go in the morning before work, go in the evening after work. Get in the gym, run around your neighborhood, go to the local park, run a trail, do whatever.
Got
Get
to
in
get
the best
active.
physical shape
Yes.
that you can. She's gonna notice.
Exactly.
Trust me, she's gonna know. And see, this when the manipulation is gonna start to come in. Oh, I guess
Oh,
you got a
uh,
girlfriend
you
at the
try to
gym,
look good for
and now you
somebody
try and
else.
look good.
Yeah.
See, that's when you know.
Yep.
And that's gonna make you go harder. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. I tell guys all the time, man, working out, man, getting in the gym. And I'm not talking about buy a weight set and bring some dumbbells to the house and you going to work out in the spare bedroom. No,
Get out the house.
get out the
Get
house.
out.
If you can, go to the gym. Be around other masculine men, men who are working out, testosterone. You
See that?
got to be around that.
Yep.
You have to. It makes a difference. It really makes a
It does.
difference,
And you get a
guys.
bunch of dudes hanging out around. If your man would change, and that what a lot of women will stop. And guys, reevaluate yourselves right now as we talking about it. When you go hang out with the fellas, they always have something to say. What y'all do? What y'all do? Oh, we just hung around doing this and this. If y'all just played damn WWE wrestle, just throwing each other around, punching each other, they have a problem with it. But for you, you know, because that's your testosterone just getting y'all just getting it off. You know, you're gonna throw each other around. That's why I play football. You guys just get together. Let's play some football. testosterone building up in the whole room. We got to go do something. You know, let's go, let's go. They run out, boom, boom, have a good time. Let's do it again. It could be a month later. It doesn't matter. She will have something to say about it because she doesn't want you to get to where you understand where you're supposed to be. You don't need to be doing that. You're gonna get hurt. All this other stuff. So what? I watched. Check this out. I was in Atlanta a few years ago, and we was doing these. I don't know if you heard of Krav Maga. It's like it's a mixture like Muay Thai, box. It's actually martial arts put together, but it's street fighting.
Okay.
So we can do the dirty stuff. You can do the dirty stuff. But
Okay.
they have like all these have these little weapons training in between. They teach some weapons shooting and stuff like that. And I was at one of them, and some guys were there, and you could tell. I'm looking at these guys, and I can tell they have never done anything physical in their life just by looking at them. And a couple of the guys, like we had like the little toy, not toy gun, but the blanks, and the guy said, "I've never shot a weapon before." And I was like, "What?" He said, "It's the first time I ever shot a weapon." And it wasn't even real bullets in the thing. And I was like, "For real?" And he was about 42. And he's like, "No, I ain't never done nothing like this. This is the first time I ever did anything like this." But he was 42 years old before he started being physical with other men. And I was like, wow. And then the
Pause,
other,
man. Pause. You got to be clear, man. When you saying physical with other men, man.
no, man.
Nah. I'm just
Nah.
nah.
I'm talking about
Hey,
hurting
listen,
each
man.
other.
You know,
Not,
people be taking
not
clips,
no,
man. Somebody might clip this up and be like, "Yo, what are these dudes talking about
no.
right
I'm talking
here?"
about this.
Like, nah.
I ain't talking about no you touching no
Oh man, you gotta be
yeah.
careful nowadays,
Man, they'll
man.
clip
But
anything.
nah.
But
I understand.
but
I
yeah,
understand what you're saying.
but these guys, the point was they was like 40 something years old and had no physical attributes about them whatsoever. I mean, no body mass, no muscle, nothing. These guys look so soft. I was just like, wow, I just couldn't believe it. But they're in these classes, and it's like looking at 10-year-olds trying to learn how to fight. And I'm just being honest. It's kind of embarrassing to,
Well,
you know.
but that's good. That's good for anybody that's paying attention. Um, Never be ashamed. Like, you know what I'm saying, if you 50 years old and you've never ever had a fist fight, or you can't do 20 push-ups, or
Man,
whatever
try
the
it.
case is, it's never too late to get started. It's never too late to
Mm-mm.
get started. Just get started. You understand what I'm saying? Um, I was in Walmart the other day, and me and this dude crossed paths, and he was staring at me. And the first time I walked past, I didn't make eye contact with him. You know, I just I was getting some peanut butter. I was looking for the peanut butter. I was going down the aisle, but I felt him. You know, out of my peripheral, I just
Hey,
felt the dude.
now you talking about me
Yeah, I
clipping.
know. I
I'm
see
going
it
to
felt
peanut
him
butter and
right.
I felt
Oh man.
I had to get you
But
back, man.
yeah. But now the dude, I just out of my peripheral, like I felt the dude, you know what I'm saying? He was just
Right.
staring at me, you know. So now I got the peanut butter now, right? Yo, I love peanut butter, man. My mom's did nothing but eat peanut butter when she was carrying me,
Right.
man. So I'm addicted to peanut butter.
Uh,
Anyway, so I got the big 5 pound, you know what I'm saying? Little thing of peanut butter. So there was something in me that just I could have just continued up the aisle and made my way to the register or whatever. There was something in me. I had to turn around and walk back past the dude. I don't know. I felt some type of way because I felt him looking at me, and I don't know. It wasn't like I had to challenge him or anything like that, but it was something in me that just felt like I had to go back around. I had to go back past him. So this time I made sure I made eye contact with him. I don't know. Some of y'all might be like, "Oh, you just looking for trouble. You know, you was in the clear and you should
Yeah.
have just went another way." I'm not built like that. You know what I mean? Um, so I walk back past him, and again, I can feel him staring at me. I'm not looking at him. So now I turn and I look at him. We lock eyes. I keep walking. He's just standing there. I'm walking, walking. We lock eyes. Eventually, I walked past him.
Right.
I kept going. Now, not once did I turn around to look to see if he was coming behind me or anything like that, right? Because I don't know, it's something in me that would make me think that if I'm turning and checking my back, that he thinks I'm scared. You know what I mean? So I just let him know I'm not even worried about you coming behind me, bro. So I just kept walking. But then when I got to the register, I thought about it and said, man, when was the last time I really had a physical fight? Like a physical
Right.
fight. I'm in the gym all the time. I can get on the bench and I can throw some weights around. I can get on a squat machine. I can do some squat. But when did I actually, the
It's a
last
big
time
difference.
have to
It's
fight?
a
You know
big
what I mean?
difference.
And
Yes.
it made me think like, man, I'll be looking crazy out here. Walmart got cameras and everything. I go viral, you know what I'm saying? With a big 5 pound little thing of peanut butter and me and this dude just trying to I would just look crazy.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? So, just back to the point with, these guys who, never been in, like in a physical altercation or whatever, anything like that. Like there are probably a lot of us that now as kids, yeah, even through high school, even throughout probably up until 30, me and my homeboys, we used to slap box, you know what I'm saying? Like just to keep
Right.
our skills up, you know what I mean? Like, yo, whatever, But it's been about 20 years, man, since I like really, really like slap box. Cause you slap me now, it's gonna be a whole nother
Right.
story, you know
And
what I
that's
mean?
like Mike
But
Tyson say, everybody have a plan till you get hit in the
till you
face.
get hit in the
That's the
face.
doggone truth.
Yeah.
Because I was just telling my nephew that. And I was like, a lot of people have never been hit in the face. And he's like, what? I said, a lot of people have never been hit in the face. I said, been punched in the body or something like that. I said, you got a lot of bigger guys, they use their intimidation. They've never been hit.
Yeah.
I said, now when you hit them, they realize, oh, he'll fight me. Now they might try to grab you or do all this other stuff. I was like, but if you keep punching in the face, and I was like, they'll stop. Majority will stop because they're not used to getting hit in the face, you know? And so you just got to know how to punch. And that's one of the main things you need to learn how to do. And that's why you need to take some of these classes. Kicking ain't bad. I mean, but we do the Muay Thai kicks. We don't do the Taekwondo kicks, the slap kicks, and all that stuff because we're trying to kick through you. So we'll try to break your knees if I can, you know, or break your ribs. But when you fight and people testosterone is, they hyped up, it's hard to stop people, man. So you're gonna be fighting for a long time. And if you fight for 2 minutes, that's a long time. And 3 minutes, I don't know about y'all because I'm old and I used to train, try to, we try to do some little stuff. I ain't no expert in none of this stuff. 3 minutes have me drained out. Sometimes I had to sit out after them 3 minutes. And that just amateur stuff. And so, like he's saying, everybody always think they still got it or they tough or whatever. And you getting older, you got to challenge yourself, man. That's why I say you got to go in some of these places. You got to get banged up a little bit. Nothing wrong with that because you can get your butt whipped, but you got to know how to take that butt whipping. Put it that way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
You can't let it defeat you because you can't beat everybody.
Yeah, back in the days, man,
Yeah.
I remember, man, we used to just thug it out with each other, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then when it was over, man, we picked each other up. I went my way, they went their way. We still had that respect for one another.
Right.
Like
Right.
even if I lost, I
Yeah.
still gained. I done lost fights. I say it in a minute. I done
Yeah.
lost some fights, but I gained the respect of who I was fighting as well as anybody else who saw the fight, as well as anybody else who heard about the fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The respect level wasn't necessarily on who won the fight. I mean, yeah, of course, whoever won the fight, yeah, they was the winner. You know what I mean? But you still got respect because you stood there and fought. When I was younger, my pops told me, son, no matter what, never run.
Right. You got to
Never. I
fight.
have never run from a fight ever. Nobody out there can ever say, "Oh, Lucky ran."
Because a lot of times it comes to you and you
I'm
got
not
to
running.
stand your ground right there. But you know what, man? One of my, I had talked to some instructors, not too many old ones, but some, not a middle age, about 30 something years old, 35, going to 40. And a lot of them tell me that they've never been in a real street fight. Now they've been in a ring, everything under control fighting, I guess you would call, but a real street fight, they have never been in one. And
But you know what? I bet you those guys who are instructors and all of that, I bet you there's one common thing amongst all of them. I bet you they in shape.
yes, sir.
I
And they will
bet you they're
fight you
in shape.
all day long.
I
They
bet you
are.
they're in shape. Perception, guys.
Yep.
Perception is
They are ripped
everything.
up.
Perception is everything. If you are out of shape, you will get tested and tried
Yep.
before a man who is in shape.
Oh yeah.
Just the perception of that man be, and forget about it if you muscular. If you muscular, if you a big dude, you
Hmm.
muscular, come on, man.
They know you
You're
doing
not
something.
going to get tested like that. I promise you. I promise you, you won't.
Hey,
You're
let me
gonna
let
get
me change the subject a little bit. Let's hit this.
uh
Okay, discussion. How do you feel about a male friend being friend zone?
how
So
do
about a guy. So you guys in the friend zone. That's the main question. Why? Why are you there?
wow, that's a good question. Do you know what? Nah, I don't care nothing about nobody being in the friend zone.
Mm,
Another man in a friend zone, ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care nothing about it. Do what you got. I
mm-mm.
don't care. What you mean?
No,
Like
no,
me being in a friend? Like I
no,
don't know what you
no.
mean. Hold on.
Yeah, no, no, no. So you saying you listen to it wrong.
Yeah.
No, like okay, say if a guy hit you up and said, I've known this girl for 12 years. We best friends. We go out, we hang out, we do all these things, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. And I don't really want nothing from her, but I do all this stuff for her. What should I do? If I want to try to get with her.
Man, I don't care nothing about no dude in no friend zone.
No, no, but he asking you
Being
though.
a friend.
He coming to you
So
for
if I was
advice.
the he's coming for
He coming to
advice,
Lucky for advice. That's what I'm
I
asking
tell
you.
him stop doing everything that you're doing.
Yeah,
That's it.
but he love her.
Stop doing what you're doing. You listen. Love is a okay, guys. Listen. Then now
Uh,
this is me. This is me. This is how I feel. Love is a emotion. It's a feeling. But then you hear a lot of people will say love is an action.
that's emotions.
Um, Love is a feeling, in my opinion. It's an emotion.
Mm,
And based on that emotion, you will do certain things. You will take certain actions, right? So it's not the love that is the action. The love is what fuels the action. You can love her all day. If you're not getting out of the situation what you want
right.
out of the situation, then why are you in the situation?
See, that's why I brought it up because it goes back to what we were saying earlier about being in your purpose and getting something out of the relationship. And what was that you said first about what was it? Not
I
being
don't know what I say,
used,
man. I'm
but it's
old, man.
about
I'm
being used, but
oh,
you
if you can't be used, you're
right,
useless.
right. So in those type of situations, you'll get used up and you're still useless because you chasing a woman who don't want you. You know what I'm saying?
But then, okay,
So,
right, but then you flip it around. If she can't be used, then she's useless.
right,
It's all about leverage. Don't be the one that's doing the most.
right. So that's why you should never be there. That's the whole point. You should never be there because you could be with someone who actually value your time and actually want to be with you.
So
You
wait,
know,
hold on. Maybe I never knew really what friend zone was. I thought like if somebody was in the friend zone, that just meant y'all friends. But It's more to it than that. Like, so
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guy is
yeah.
doing like all of these things for her,
Yeah,
and
she
she's not. Man, I
like prime example, this girl said that she got a little funny because her friend, her friend, best friend, whatever, didn't open the door for her when they went out. And she was mad because, and he was like, well, you just my homeboy. He's like, you're my homeboy. She's like, no, I'm still a woman. But she goes out, they go out on dates. He pays for all the meals. She call him up when she want to go out to eat. She call him up when she want to go to a movie because she don't have a man. So she always called this best friend up. And that's this thing where a lot of women have a best friend that's a guy.
okay, but hold on. When they doing these things, he's paying?
Yeah,
Like,
everything. Like it's his woman. Like, but at the end of the night,
man.
she's like, thank you, friend, and go home. Love your friend, go home. And then he go back home. He done spent a whole evening with this woman. He done spent all this money, gas, treated her like she is his woman. And then she go home and get on the phone, call the dude she really want, and then take off with him. But that dude, of course, don't never want her. But and then sometimes she do. They do. But it's a thing where a lot of guys are caught up in this. And then they ask the woman, they tell the woman thinks, well, he's a good friend, but no, he really wants something out of it. He just waiting for his turn for you to say, go ahead and do it. But some women never tell them, don't give them that go ahead. So they just hang around and hang around. And you'll see a lot of couples break up over this. It's because they have some dude in the friend zone who won't go away while trying to date somebody else. And so the new guy looking at this, like, well, who this dude? And then it's like, well, that's my friend. But you do more with this friend that you pretty much do with your man. And so that's what I'm saying, being that friend zone, because the other guy, most of the guys, like let's put it like this. Now, a lot of guys have probably been through this if you done been in a broken up in a situation. If you out seeing somebody you cheat, let's say you cheating, they just say that. And your woman find out. Most of the time, it's a guy that know you that told her. Most of the time. Because that guy wants her. So he will befriend her, he'll friend her. And you don't know they've been talking or whatever, but he'll be the one feeding her everything, her new friend. Or it might, be somebody close, but y'all know each other. But that guy's the one who's feeding her everything. And then when you break and you ask him who told you, it was him. You see what I'm saying? Her friend, because he know what's up. But the friend is the one always feeding it to him. Because most of every woman is like, so how did you find out your man was cheating? My friend told me, male or female. It was a guy. It's always a guy. You hardly ever see a woman run up on another. No, mostly a guy tells the woman, she tell her when she at work. He tell her when he see her out somewhere. He tell her, oh, he ain't no good. He messing with so-and-so. He always feeding it to him. He's the friend zone guy.
Man, okay, I'm so check this out when it comes to the friend zone, right? And when it just come to me dealing with women, period. I reciprocate. Okay, I reciprocate. Meaning that she makes the first move, and then based on her move, I reciprocate. I'm not going to be the one putting in,
Right. That's my point.
hoping for a return.
Right.
It's not me. That's not what I do. That's not what I have learned over time.
Right.
Again, for me, my philosophy is I don't go after the woman I want. I don't go after the woman I want.
Right.
I let the woman that want me come to me.
Right.
She's going to do first, and then I reciprocate. That's what I do. I
See,
stay
and
on
that's my
top of my
point.
game.
But that's
She
my
do,
whole point.
yeah, like
Yeah, that's my
she
point.
gotta earn me. A lot of you got listen. I put in a lot of work on myself.
Mhm.
Now I'm not always on the top of my game, okay? And I'll be honest with you, most of the time when I'm not at the top of my game, I'm in a relationship, and listen. It's hard, man. Like it's really hard, especially when you get to the point where like, oh, like you're emotionally attached, and a lot of times you don't even realize it. You don't
Right.
realize that you're emotionally attached until it's time for you to detach. You don't realize you're
Or
emotionally
how deep it
attached,
is. Yeah.
yeah,
How deep.
until she says something to you slick, and you like, and then you're thinking about like, am I going to say something or am I not going to say something?
Right.
I don't want to ruffle no feather. And the next day you at work, and in your mind you still, you know, but you didn't say nothing.
Right.
You
Right.
understand what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I know y'all been through that. I be at work talking to myself about what she said to me 2 or 3 days
Yes.
ago because it just don't sit right. But because I'm emotionally attached, it's like I'm not saying nothing because I don't know which way this is going to go. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I've been there before. I'll tell you, I don't have no problems with sharing with anybody the things that I have been through.
That's the only way you're gonna know this stuff.
You know what I'm
Everybody going
saying?
through it. Everybody's going through it.
A
The
lot of
thing
people
is, you
don't
got to
want to
learn
talk
from
about
it.
it. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of time people got egos and people don't want people to see the stuff that they've been through. And I
Uh,
get it, man. I'm men and we tough and we don't have feelings.
yeah.
I got feelings, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I gotta learn how to manage, my emotions and stuff like that.
And that's the
But I've
thing.
been there before. So I'm just it is what it is.
It's like
You
the
know what I'm
guy said, I
saying?
don't fall in love. I ain't never been in love. Man, calm
Oh, nah,
down.
nah. I've been in love,
I
man.
was like,
And
everybody's going through it. That's how you
man,
know how far you need to go when you ever get that point again. Because that first love is what tear you up. Once you get past that, I ain't never getting like this again. But that first time, that's all it takes.
and that first love or that first
First
heart,
real love.
that
That first
first,
real
right,
love.
right.
That first
That's where I
real
was
love.
getting ready to
Yeah.
go with it. See, you may have had one girlfriend, two
Right.
girlfriend,
You
three
thought you was in love.
girlfriend. You may have been married, got divorced, and then you could have been through all of that before. And it's easy for you to say, oh, I ain't, because it was easy for you to get in and out. You fall in love, you get mad. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you break up and all that. But when you really like, it could be your second, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Marriage, that's your
Yeah.
eighth girlfriend or whatever. But when you really, and then you like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never felt none of it. Hold up.
Yeah.
You,
It
you
take you a
understand what
minute
I'm
to catch
saying?
on. It's like, man, I can't believe this shit.
Yeah. After
And that's
all
like,
this.
and then that's when you're like, okay. And that's when you take your ass to that gym.
Yeah.
When
And
that hit,
before
it's
you
like,
before you get to the gym, that's when you start thinking about, oh, that's what they was talking about.
right.
Oh, listen, going to the gym and getting the best shape of your life. Because I promise you, when you in love and that
That's
woman get
revenge
up and
there,
leave,
buddy.
you gonna lose weight automatically. You gonna lose 100 pounds.
Yeah.
You gonna lose. You ain't gonna be able to eat. You ain't gonna be able to sleep. Your anxiety, your heart rate is gonna be beating twice the speed, 3 times the speed it usually does. Oh, you gonna lose 50, 60 pounds
Bruh. And
easy.
and buy you some new clothes. Buy you some new clothes. I'm telling you, get in shape, buy you some new clothes. Don't just go buy anything. You buy you some sharp shit, something real nice when you put it on, and your whole demeanor need to change. And once you do all this stuff, like you said, your confidence level get up here, bro. You gonna see a whole different thing. And all these people that did look down on you, here they come. Oh wow, what you been doing? Oh okay, blah blah blah. You speak and you keep moving. Get back on your purpose. I'm going back to the gym because people will try to stop you from going to do this stuff. That's the crazy thing I keep saying. And like I've had people tell me so many different things. Oh, you always work out. Oh, they try to clown me about working out. They try to do this. And I was like, I don't even get it. You know, you all sitting around here looking at least 15 years older than what you are. You complaining every day about the people you with, like partners or whatever, because you get in the bottom of the barrel, but you don't want to do nothing to improve that. I don't get it, man. I just don't
See,
get it.
when you at the bottom, like everybody else,
Mm-mm.
everybody love you. When y'all on the
Yeah,
same level,
yeah,
everybody love you. You the coolest dude. You this, you that.
Everybody get
But
out of shape. They all hanging together, don't they?
as soon as you start to better yourself, watch and see how people treat you. Watch and see how people treat you. Oh, you all that. Oh, you think you this, you think you that. But don't worry about it, because for every one of them is somebody else at another level who sees that new you, or didn't know the old you and just see the new you.
Right.
Never even saw you before. They may have saw you before, but just didn't notice you. But now they notice. You
And
understand what I'm saying? You're
that's the
going to
thing.
elevate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't know. They see you, but they don't see you. But then when you change things up, now they looking at you. What's going on with so and so? He's looking good. He's looking different. That's what you want people to do. But you don't. But you got to step out. You just got to step out and go. Like these passport bros. Half of them ain't never been overseas. Boom. Now all of a sudden they want to fly overseas, see what's happening over there. You ain't. A lot of you ain't never gone anywhere. I mean, I'm looking at brothers 50 years old, first time getting on an airplane. And so some of y'all got to move out the area, get out the area that you grew up in. Let's do that. Date women outside your state if you have to. Date other women other than what you're used to. And then you will see a big difference. Because if you don't, you will stay with the same type of woman, the same type of situations. I don't care how well you don't went and built yourself up. You just go get more of the same sorry stuff that's out here, and you still gonna have the problems. But once you change up, change up the type of stuff you dating too. So you gotta do the same thing. You know, you want to elevate up, but you gotta make sure you're doing it right. But a lot of you so afraid to do anything. And I just don't get it there when we get there. But that's why we here. So we're gonna make sense of what y'all talk about and how you do it. And shit, we're gonna talk about it.
Hey man, you know what? I want to talk about dating real quick, man.
Oh, let's do another episode. Let's
We'll
chop
do.
this one and then start that one.
All right, we can do that.
So we're gonna end this one today, and then we're gonna pick up on another one. Welcome to dating.
Yeah, just well,
No, don't do it yet. We're gonna do it after this.
okay.
We're gonna stop this and we're gonna do another one.
All right,
and then we'll do two.
Got it.
Yeah. So y'all stay tuned. We got something else coming back up. It's your boy, Mr. Nobody.
It's your man, Mr. Lucky.
And we are out of here. Peace.